going to show the inner malfunction of the system here coming into, which will help Steam, and hopefully I'm hoping that this system it's either getting transferred or it will stay the same. I'm hoping that it does. This going in takes a while for the system to get in, but this is the reason why views are not getting shown in the system, and that's what I'm going to show here in a little bit once the program gets running. It's pretty sweet. This is how complex the system is. And some don't even know that the system is a live system. This will help the system out. This is going to be going live. There's label. Hard to tell what to make a thing of what the it should be called Elder Scrolls Online the Scrolls Online. I'll just call it that. So, this is preparing the live stream. This is beautiful. This is the best system in the world, but you can see it doesn't. The sound is not exactly. It's not I hear the concern in the recordings right here. This picks up. Might pick up as I'm playing. Pretty sweet song. This Hake. Oh my god. Thumbnail. Ooh, so pretty. Dun, 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 dun. I like the just seeing it all like one. Pretty good doggy. The thing right here, I was seeing. Some people, they like to go in through this little small flying dragon. Got the doggy right there. And the mud crab. What it kind of looks like right here is in the future can go through the program by this little mud crab guy, dude, whatever. And this doggy dude. See, right here, as you can see, the dog took out the mud crab. It's like kind of like the food chain or whatever you want to call it. This is like on the right side. This is on the left. Because as you're looking back over here, this is the going in from the water, and then switching over and go in from the water. And then there's some problems, or like little minor things. This is like pretty sweet. This is a good dragon. Most people go in. Can't really get the pointer to work because it's just the way the ball rolls, I guess. Basically, as you can see, the little flying dragon. That's how we all can go in. Whoosh. Something like doggy. I like doggy. Well, what was seen earlier is most people were going through the connection through the flying dragon. There's many places that you can go through to get a connection. You need servers to be able to run the program. And see, there's people that are watching this live, but it's not picking up. The problem with it, when it go up on the top left hand side, is you should be able to see the recording thing. I'm not sure if it shows it while it's actually like on the other side, that some of you that might be looking at this, as this is a live connection, it'll show up as this is the malfunction that's being seen. On the top left hand side, it shows up as 1 usually. I think I've seen it like the number 2 in there. That means there's 2 viewers that are viewing. But the problem with that, with seeing like 1 or the 2, is that whoever is coming in is playing and pausing in the connection. It just takes a while for when this comes in, and that is the malfunction with the program. This is live. It's live right now. The reason why I'm showing this is when it does show like the number 1 or number 2 or number 200 it could be any forms of numbers. The basic problem is that when that number that's supposed to stay in there, rather than, like, for example, number 1, like, it's just showing there's one viewer. Woo! Those are live players that are in the system. The malfunction that I'm showing is when that number comes in, the number goes away after however long, and that is showing the amount of how many times it was played and paused, for example, and the correct recording in the feed or in the stream of the connection was not properly recorded. Like, and this is being recorded over on YouTube live right now, and the viewing cannot be recorded because of the previous play and pause. I usually deal with sound, and some of the previous sounds, and, like, for instance, number 1 and number 2 tracks, they got messed up because the wrong people were coming into the system. And to see this individual system, to think that it would go down is very, very sad, and it's also scary that the system, that it might not be able to work. And that's why I'm trying to show this right now, so it shows the imperfection of how you're not supposed to go into the system. I want a lot of people to go into the system and see, but I want it recorded to where the computer systems can recognize how many viewings there were. Or if you've ever heard of the term FCC, right now there are many that are looking in, and how the FCC is able to record a value is through the numbers, or the example numbers. Like, from before, like right now, the recording company cannot record anything because there is not a number that's shown up on the screen. You can tell, like, in here, like, what the value is. It's at a 0 right now because there is nothing that is coming in, which is supposed to be. On the live end of you guys' screen, that you might be able to hear my voice, or you might not. The point is to get the system better to whether this stays in Stadia or it goes over into Steam. The engine will run properly, like it's supposed to. You see all those cool characters, like the little flying dragon, and then the cute doggies over there to the left. Not for sure if the top left is going to show the malfunction, as I'm hoping that it does for recording purposes. That's a pretty sweet game. Just like going like reenacting like what was done earlier. Right here, as you can see, the what used to be. No, it's right there. It looks like this was built on the system. They call them like runestones. There used to be a runestone right here, but there's no longer a runestone like there is or there. Or maybe I'm seeing things. Uh-oh. Anything out? Oh, got down. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Pretty sweet though. Look at that thing. Like, I like a game to be peaceful. Nice doggy. And we'll go get Label. Hey, Label. Yeah, okay. Right. We're gonna go Label. Kind of thing. Okay. Label. We roar. Label roars.
Let the cat fight those monsters. I'm getting out of here. The island sprung a leak. Run! Creatures, newcomers, they're hideous.
Raz enjoys a good fight as much as the next guy, but these are horrible creatures. Five Claw, good to see you. Raz has a proposal if you have the time.
This is pretty sweet stuff. It doesn't look much. It's like a pretty sweet. So going in. This is like what I consider the third DLC of the game. Up on top is the considered like Gonfalon Bay, which is pretty much the part of High Isle. The complete game. But starting out going over here and like the first DLC this is a lot of information. It's pretty sweet though. Blackwood. They're trying to go over to Blackwood. This is misunderstood if Rock Grove, if it's actually part of Blackwood, because I remember reading that Blackwood was part of Cyril. Like the map's not exactly all the way going. Like you wouldn't be able to understand like what was done, because there used to be just one elsewhere, but as you can see it here, there's northern elsewhere and southern elsewhere. and there's so many spoilers that it's gonna be fun. Right here, going over here, if you're an Elder Scrolls 5 fan, it's pretty sweet. Everything, the map, all the way there. What is this? This is the rift, where they're like rifted, going over. Right there. The game is not totally set up because this goes throughout the entire world of Tamriel. Still can go over to the what's called Western Skyrim, that Solitude and Mortal. There's a couple other things that just are not in there. It's not a matter of like payment or non-payment. It's just the system hasn't been ran. I'm hoping to get into the mapping system here in the future. But if not, that's okay. I just want to create some animations and give life to some of the game, where this right here is not much part of High Isle. It's part of the bigger part of the game. So it's called the Elder Scrolls Online, and the company is changing over, which is great. As you'll be able to see it, where the Elder Scrolls Online is changing over to High Isle. It just takes some time. This is so complex in the mapping system, to where this is not able to transmit the game High Isle, which is in right now. It goes to all sorts of different plots of land, which is not able to be transmitted fully because they're not set up. Like as you can see in the land of Skyrim. The right here is not available. It is available in some form, but not how the game has been set up. We've got Blackwood, which is perfect. Going over a little, either me or someone else going. See, these are not much known. Malabal Tor, there's Green Shade, Grotwood. It's just not looking much. And just going over these lines, as you'll be able to see, we don't even have to worry about Cyrodiil. Right here can be considered like the Blackwood. Right down here, where Southern Elsewhere, Blackwood and Southern Elsewhere can be considered part of what, like a country Blackwood. The reason why I'm just saying this is because the system is not set up, and this is just like kind of like ideology or like philosophies or whatever you want to call it. Going over with the like Blackwood. This is very important right here, a bridge to the game, so Sweetwater Cascades. And the Southern Elsewhere looks like it's connected to Blackwood, and the Elsewhere is right here. As you can see, the Reaper's March, the Malbertor, and the Green Shade and Grotwood. And then switching over to Somerset, having some boats go over to Arbon. It's like a neighboring state or whatnot for Somerset. And then going up, this is the ending. We're going into High Isle. The probably just Gonfalon Bay. It's huge, or Aminos, if you want to call it, however it works. This is so beautiful going in to the like throughout the entire game. I'm not gonna go through it all the way through. I haven't seen the number come in, so there was no like recording to like to show that there is anybody in viewing this. So what it looks like up on the like as I push up, it goes to the left right there, and it shows a person that was going in. Maybe play the game a little bit and you'll see it. So we'll just so we'll go to nobody really likes going over in Blackwood. Yes, there's a lot of people that do like to go over to Little Win. I thought Little Win was all the way over in High Rock. This is it's in the game here. It's called Glenumbra, and I'm not sure if I've seen in the lore where High Rock is actually considered Glenumbra. How going over starting in the game, how the game will begin, if it will actually start in like Gonfalon Bay or in the beginning quest, and near with the runes and everything. How are you gonna get over to Somerset or whatnot? You can fast travel, but how are you gonna really get over? In the water currently, what happens is the fish start eating you up, which is kind of scary. But the current state of what you can do in the game, which some people can't go over into certain areas of High Isle, and this is just kind of a viewing of where like the game. I'll show a little kind of like to get into the game a little bit more. Over in Lillywin, it's to find out how to get out of Lillywin if you don't know how. I don't know if this goes over to the Way Shrine. Yep, we're in the Way Shrine right now. Pretty sweet stuff. You can see this is a live connection. You can see who is live. That's a live user right here. That's a live user. Pretty easy to see, and then going over seeing the animated characters right here. I'm getting out. If you've just tuned in, this is Little One. When you get out in the Way Shrine, just go out here. Pretty easy. Oh, hey there. Guess I'm Redlia. Okay, I got a cute butt. Like, right here.
Fascinating application of the technique.
This is what the Blackwood guards look like. Just gives a sense they're green. Pretty cool. This is what one of the guards looks like in the game. Some call them the Forgotten Valemen. Because this is another character that is part of the game. Pioneer. The Magister. So this is what this looks like the part of the court of Riverman. So Pioneer. But basically, if you get, so you don't get confused, you see right there to the right. That's what's called the way shrine, or the vestibles. If you've been following a little bit, switching over to in here to High Isle, going over. I imagine the game going from Elder Scrolls V and creating off of the Oriel way shrines. Getting these way shrines. These are perfect for moving around, like over in the Forgotten Vale, and so they're basically called vestibules. And going out here, we're going to the outer gate to get outside of Lillywhite. You want to go all the way straight to where it almost stops at the big old house there. And the bird on the top of the head statue. The animations are absolutely beautiful. This is nothing like Riften. It looks a lot better than Riften. And right here, you go, remember the way shrine? It's way down there, wherever, in the whatever lot. And then you're like, oh, we gotta take a left. Pretty sweet stuff. I'm going to show here is how to get over to Sweetwater Cascades.
You have my word. If the counselor is in Leowin or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her. You there. A moment of your time, please.
No, pumpkin. Yeah, I wanted to. I do want to create a horse. Are there this like nice horsey, chocolate horsey, chocolate cookie and cream? What's your name? Sprained Dignity. What are you doing online, buddy? This is Pumpkin. No. Oh, hi there, Pumpkin. Come on, Label. So then we're going over here. As you can see, this took a while to figure out where we're going near elsewhere. Haven't taken this route in a while. We're going over. Lillywhite is a pretty big place. I remember right how where the Sweetwater Cascade is. Yeah, this looks like this is the place. If you didn't buy the game fully, you're seeing it now, and where the bridge to elsewhere is. This is Blackwood right now, and going over here. Oh, neat little places. This will show you like how the game, like where the game. Computer scene. There's all sorts of new stuff that Hasn't been explored. Oh boy. This is just all sorts of confusing. I think that you really can't, since the system's not fully functioning, you can't get over the rocks from going over into elsewhere. In the future, this will get changed and everything. Right now, I think this is the route to Sweetwater Cascades. Should see a bear up there soon. Under the cavern. Hake's there. Okay, good. I'll follow the leader. See, you won't be able to get up. If there was a connection, this would go over into, and partly what is needed is DLCs. That's kind of proof to where the game has to be paid in some form. Over there, so we've got the first house, and then this is the second house. Whatever house this is called. He was a pretty good rider. Pretty fast horse. Here's the bear. The great bear. You see, we're nearing the destination. Right there, as you can see, that's what's called a way shrine. And I think this is a good old stopping point as a teaser going into the second DLC, into elsewhere. that's the game. It's pretty sweet that you sometimes don't know what you're doing, because I don't know what I'm doing half the time. This is one of the best systems in the world, and I'm really, really not gonna like it if this system goes down. Thinking of Steam, it's such a complex system, where this is a complex system, and why it's not running fully. I'm hoping that it will, and that you'll buy some form of the game. This game, it's fully been paid, which is an awesome thing, and pretty sweet. This game played for hours and upon hours, and then this is a cakewalk compared to Steam, the whole Steam system. This is basically the complete Steam system, if you want to call it that. There's gonna have to be, if this system actually goes down, there's going to have to be a lot of transferring of the files, and hopefully the files, they won't become lost, and if they do, which they shouldn't, but if they do, then you've got to get the files have to get saved, like very soon. In regards to transferring files, because this individual online console transmits. I'm not exactly understanding why the place is actually shutting down, or if the system, if it gets like brought back by transferring over whatever information, it'll be all good to go. Good to go.